I met Miss Jacinta Darbeau about 37 years ago. I was still a very young boy, just coming from McDonald College, about 16 years old, and going to further my studies. At that time, it was IFE, Institute for Further Education. I was the only one coming from McDonald College, the only one. And um, I knew nobody. Nobody knew me. I had all kinds of decisions to make as to what subjects to choose, and I could have chosen between a lot of subjects. I could have gone the arts way, I could have gone the business way, but I chose instead the science subjects. When I came from McDonald College, honestly, I didn't like biology that much, but I chose biology, and maybe it was fate that had a hand in that I chose biology. And up came our biology teacher. We used to have classes in GBSS, and introduced herself as Jacinta Darbeau. And that was the best decision that I had made, scholastic decision that I had made in my life. This was the most, she made biology come alive. Biology was always interesting. We had specimens that we cut open. She made biology exciting, so we couldn't wait to have biology and to attend biology classes. This was the best classes in my life, and she had a way of bringing it out that didn't make you feel like you were studying science, because she always gave some anecdotes, always gave some stories of her life, her experiences, and somehow she always was able to link it back to the blood cells and to the heart and to the liver function, kidney function, and everything else in biology. So it was so filled with fun, and that is what made it memorable. You never forgot it. I remember that year, everyone who did biology with Ms. Darbeau, everybody got the subject. And after some time, we started to call her Madabs. This was our pet name for her. So everything in Madabs this and Madabs that. And my home was always filled with Madabs this and Madabs that. So nobody else can say nothing. Only Madabs. So I could say only Madabs. Everything is Madabs, Madabs, Madabs. That was the profound effect that she had on me. And she was funny, really, really funny. I remember in GBSS in those days, there were girls in GBSS. So we were happy to take classes up there, because before Madabs came, we chatted the girls. And there was one girl, we remained friends up to this day. And she always, every now and then, she would bring it up and ask me, what about that teacher that used to call all your pregnancy in waiting? And I always had to laugh, because every time she came and she saw us with the girls, line of girls, and we chatted, she always used to say to the girls, young girls, go in all your class. These fellas and them, these pregnancy in waiting. Don't make joke with these guys. That was just the funny, fun-filled teacher woman that she was, And the truth is that she shaped my life, shaped my future in ways that she couldn't even guess. Because before I went to IFE, I never wanted to be a teacher. Never wanted to be a teacher. But after we were tutored by Madabs, I made that decision, and I started to teach. And incidentally, I taught biology, naturally. And every time I stepped into a biology class, I became Miss Darbeau. I became Miss Darbeau. I was just a miniature Miss Darbeau for all my 30 years of teaching. That was who was in the classroom. I just patterned after her, and I really do hope that if the students that I taught, and I knew I had a profound impact on a lot of them who became teachers after, would pattern after me, because if they did, then it's Miss Darbeau all over again in different classes in different schools in Grenada, you know. And even now, if I have to go to teach any class, it's Miss Darbeau. That's who will be there, you know. And so I really want to thank her from the bottom of my heart. She never knew what she was doing, but that was who I patterned myself after, you know. And the truth is, my only regret, my deepest regret, is that after I left IFE, some 35 or so years ago, I never set eyes on this Darbeau again. Never, ever. I don't know if she remembered me. I don't know if she followed me. This little boy from Chantimel. That's how she used to call me, the little boy from Chantimel. I don't know if she followed me, but I never got to follow her. I never saw a picture of her to see how she had matured, how she grew, how she aged. Never ever. And that's my biggest regret. You know, I tried to reach out, and with all of this social media and so simple now, still I never got to see her. So even now, the picture that I have of Miss Darbeau is one of a beautiful black woman with spaced teeth, young, teaching us biology in IFE. I want to say to all her family, all her relatives, all her friends, I want to offer my condolences on behalf of the class